Hello everybody and welcome to this Sims 3 speed build. It's been a while since I did a proper speed build, so decided to do one here, and this one is called Creative Craftsman. Now I really wasn't sure what I was doing when I was building this house, to be honest. It was originally going to be a craftsman, then I decided halfway through I was going to do it modern, then I decided actually it was going to be a craftsman again. So you'll see I kind of change things up as I go along, and I also had a lot of trouble coming up with the shape of the house. As you'll see, I didn't know what I really wanted to do. I do come to a really nice looking house when I'm finished. So actually so it just took me a while to get there. So yeah, I wanted to have I don't know what you call it, courtyard in the middle kind of thing, and that idea was quickly discarded. So then I cut a hole in the back of the house, which was, I made it a bit smaller later. So it was, I don't know I didn't know what I was doing. I just decided I wanted to build something, and this is what resulted. Me just playing around and seeing what I could come up with. So as you can see here, now it's turning into something a bit more modern. Though it's a weird way, the way it turns out. It's not really... It's kind of modern because it's not really a craftsman, because it's just, but the interior is very traditional. It's very craftsman, a lot of wood, but the outside, it doesn't. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I guess the style of the house is for you to decide, but still, I don't know. It's interesting what I did here. I had like this pillar thing coming out the front, and I had some friezes everywhere in different levels and stuff, and it was really ugly. So I scrapped it all. And I started over with, I didn't start over, I just changed some things to make it look a bit more traditional and a bit nicer, so it does turn out to look quite a lot better than I was going to have it originally. Yeah, because you see that bit I chopped out the back, so it's kind of like a L-shape, U-shaped actually. It made the roof really weird, so I wasn't liking the way it was turning out, so I had to change some things. The colors of the house are very interesting. The final colors, not the colors I'm choosing here. I don't actually do that for the outside. I use that inside, but not on the outside. Yeah, here we go. I use shingles. I have like light brown, blue, and green shingles along with some stone. So there's quite a lot of diverse colors on the outside. But it really does look nice. You can see I was originally going to do a very dark brown color, but I lightened it up quite a bit, and it does look quite a bit nicer. Yeah, there I'm removing that ugly column thing that has no purpose at all, and I'm fixing up all the messed up friezes. So yeah, I'm changing it a bit, just a bit, and yeah. So there's the green, which doesn't go there because later I changed the shape of that for the garage door. So there's the stone, which is just dark gray stone. Though it does go quite nicely with the all the shingles, the wooden stuff. So I changed that section up a little bit again, but it still doesn't look quite like it does when I'm done. So I'm doing a lot of the paint now. I had a lot of trouble choosing a roof for this house. It took me forever to decide on the roof color, which I don't even remember what I did. Was it that? It must have been that color. So that's what I did. So there's some more siding coming in. I mixed in the brown with the green. So now I'm spinning around, and yeah, here we go with the roof. This is where I start changing everything a bit. So I changed the roof up quite a bit, and some other bits and bobs get altered. Yeah, there's the rear I'm changing, and you can see it. I really did change the roof quite a lot. And so I'm fixing that all up, and then I change it all over again. That's actually not the way it ends up anyway. So yeah, you can see there's quite a lot of choices and options being made in the design of this house. So there's more siding, just sticking that everywhere, and all the little nooks and crannies. So I'm just painting up the entire house. So yeah, I'm just touching up. I'm adding a little balcony on the back, the guest bedroom that's going to be. It has a nice little balcony there, very fancy. So there's some more siding, shingles rather. Yeah, so here's the garage. The bit over the garage is going to be a bedroom, and there's the blue siding coming in. It's very blue. It's almost teal, And I'm not sure what the colors I chose for the outside of the house. They are very interesting, but you know, it's fine. So here I'm changing the front again, and just mixing things up. Yeah, so here I think I'm gonna start with the floor plan, but I'm not entirely sure. No, windows. Okay, so we're gonna do windows. So here's where I start bringing in the Craftsman with some really nice traditional style Craftsman window, the classic. It's the classic Sims Craftsman windows. I'm using, just changing the shape of the bedroom because it didn't fit the garage quite right. The garage door, yep, that's when I realized, I don't know why I'm doing that. Yeah, I'm adding another bump out, and here we go. Yeah, here's the garage. Couldn't figure out why I stepped away from it. So I do the wood paneling on the garage because vertical wallpaper doesn't distort on the walls like that around the garage door. So some more windows. I'm going to put like a little door. There was originally going to be a balcony there, though I get rid of it because I didn't like the way it looked. So this balcony that's right here disappears. That doesn't stay. So I'm going to do the front door, which I changed to later. So some more windows. It's funny, I did all this the first day when I started the house, and the next day I came back and I changed quite a lot of things. Not quite a lot, but I changed a bunch of things, and then, so it's funny. I guess when you come back a new day, you get a fresh eye on everything, or however you say that. You get to see everything in a different light. Okay, whatever, we're finishing up with the windows. I wanted to have a 2-story living room area. You can see I cut away the floor on the other side, but it doesn't stay that way. So here I got rid of the balcony, so I'm just, changing that up and changing out the front here, bringing it much more forward so it's a more even looking design, and getting rid of all the excess walls. And then the roof changes again as well. So we get all new roofing here, and obviously I adjusted appropriately. So there's the new look. That's what stays. I'm talking way too fast. That's what stays. That's the way the house ends up looking like. There's the new front door, which I make blue. Well, it's kind of like a dark teal. So I had trouble with the creative style. I couldn't figure out what was changing what there. So I'm getting in some columns, some nice Craftsman columns, and some white fencing. So yeah, there's that stuff happening. And I'm just doing all that kind of stuff. So there's the columns coming in, a little railing here, a little railing there. There's some more railings. There's some more railings. Quite a lot of railings. So I was just fixing everything up, making it look nice, and stuff like that. So now we're going to begin on the inside here, and this is going to be the living room, where I'm going to add a fireplace and a stunning 2-story ceiling. Now it's funny because the way the first floor plan is actually very similar to a house I built in The Sims 2. And that was not intentional, but it's funny the way it turned out. It's actually almost the same. But here, the way it has a 2-story living room, it has a balcony looking out over it, and the bathroom kind of like in the middle, as you can see, the middle of the house. So the house ends up being 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. So I crammed 3 bedrooms onto this level using that unique floor plan there. And so here's the fireplace, which I choose one eventually. There it is. So it's just, I really like it. I mean, I have a cool picture like at the end of like you're on the looking down from the ceiling on the 2-story living room. It looks kind of cool actually. So I'm bringing the outdoors in with some stone around that central bathroom, the 2 central rooms actually. So it looks really kind of outdoorsy and stuff. And here we go with the flooring. So I'm choosing those kind of like big pavers and stuff. I use them outside as pathways as well, because I just feel Craftsman, it's the wood, the stone, and it is really nice. I really like the way this turns out. This is actually one of my favorite Craftsman houses I built. You could see I just stuck the railing upstairs for the balcony that overlooks the living room. Yeah, there it is, you could see. And here I'm just putting the wooden wall, the big wooden wall. So it's so cozy. I mean, that's just really the best word to describe the interior of this house. The inside is just so nice and cozy, and the outside has turned out really well too. Now, with this house, each room has its own funky wallpaper, so obviously if you download the house you can change that yourself, but I thought it'd be fun to actually, put some interesting wallpaper, because usually I don't do that. I usually just, choose very subdued colors and, usually, do I even put wallpaper normally? I think I just do paint. So this, I added something different. An interesting layout here in the living room with the fireplace and the TV. But it worked out. So there's the couch, just changing the colors of it. And some coffee tables. So that looks all good. And our little rug. So, good stuff like that. But because the living room isn't very large, I do have a television room off the dining room, which you'll see I'll do that later. So that it's a better entertainment space, for stuff like that. So there's the bookshelf, 2-story bookshelves, so it's very fancy, of course. So you can see there's 2 floors of bookshelves. Not that you're ever going to be able to get to the 2nd floor bookshelves, but they're there anyway for your viewing pleasure. So that should be good. And a nice large painting is going to go on this wall on the 2nd floor. Look at that. It's just stunning and magnificent in every way. So I'm going to do some lighting downstairs, and I wasn't very nice when I did the inside. Like, those sconces I just placed are the only things that require Island Paradise, and that sofa is the only thing that requires World Adventures. So when you download it, if you download it, that is, don't worry about the expansions. Like Island Paradise and what World Adventures, it's not really, if you don't have them, it's not really going to replace much. I actually shouldn't have done that, but I get carried away. I just like to place anything that looks good, so to be honest, I don't really care about what expansion or stuff pack it comes from, so I'm sorry about that. So I'm finishing up the living room, back on topic here, and there's some bamboo, or whatever that is, against the wall, making it look very fancy. Some painting, a pink painting that is, and some shoes in the entrance. Those are like one of my favorite things from The Sims 3 Generations. I love those shoes. Don't know why I put them in the entrance, in the closet. It's something different, I guess, because there's nothing else in the game like it. So, changing the color of the stairs. There's going to be the half bathroom. There's the door for it. I'm really changing the color of that, trying to get it just right. So all the doors upstairs now, I'm doing those, and some more wallpaper. The dining room has some interesting colors in the kitchen and dining room. I'm not so sure of them myself, but that's just what I did, and that's the way it turned out. So I'm doing the counters in the kitchen, so there they all are, and I'm just placing them all in the way that they should be placed. A little green counter in the middle there, and there's the refrigerator, which I'm making the wood on it just right. And yes, that is a wooden refrigerator. So there's the oven, which is also, I don't know if it's wooden. Is it wooden? No, it's white. That's better. There's some upper cabinets, looking very nice there. Just, changing all the colors. I like the color of the cabinets, like the wood and the white accent. I think it's very classy. So here's the backsplash, which I'm not even sure if I like it, because it's kind of ugly, to be honest. I don't know what I was thinking, but I did that. If you saw there, got a glimpse of it. I did do, that backsplash. It's quite interesting colors. Got like peach and green and whatever else. So there's the sink. There's a mirror over it, and some mats in the kitchen and a little flower a plant pot on the island. Anyway, to the dining room. We have like that roughly hewn table and some chairs, of course. Chairs are important. And I made the table like a really dark, rich wood, so it kind of stands out a bit. And there's a little cabinet in the back, which looks stunning. And some plants on the other side, and a little table in the corner where I just put this little glass thing, this vase of some sort, some art piece, and some more rugs. There's a runner in the little hallway. Art piece on the wall next to the bathroom door, and oh dear, that was quite a dizzying spin. There's the chimney. I just adjusted it. It was a bit too tall. So next, we're going to do the I replaced the door to the TV room with an archway, and we're moving to the garage, which is a pretty simple room. It's just got 2 cars, and that's it in it. So, that's it. It's just a garage. So I'm just placing flooring, and here's the walls, which are very nice. Those are really interesting walls because they're free. You don't have to pay for those walls, which is surprising. 2 cars. You got the old clunker and the family wagon thing, and some lighting and I'm gonna start putting those in. So there's some lights, and you have to have floor lights. I was gonna use those originally, but they were too finicky, so I gave up on them. They didn't want to place, so I used those instead. And I placed them in all the corners and stuff to lighten up the room a bit. And there you go. That was the garage, and now is the TV room. So it's pretty simple. I mean, it's not that much bigger than the living room, but it's a better shape for furniture placement. So I got this blue and yellow wallpaper, striped wallpaper in here, and there's some couches, a couple of rocking chairs, and there's some couches which I make blue. Look at that. It's just stunning. And the orange rocking chairs, and there's a little table between them, a little table underneath the television where I put a gaming system on it, and I put a stereo on the floor, and I'm going to put a chess table right there so your Sims can learn their logic skill a bit quicker. And oh yeah, I accidentally went into Edit Town there. I didn't mean to do that. I should have edited that out, but I forgot. Never mind, we can look past that as if it never happened. So we're putting rugs in there, and some curtains, and a painting, and a little cabinet of some sort, and another painting, I believe. Yep, a couple of them, actually. And now it's time for the half bathroom. So the wallpaper in here is shocking. I don't know what I was thinking. And then I mix it with that floor. It hurts the eyes, but it's okay. I wanted to do something a bit different, so that's my stunning half bathroom. It's unique. We can say it that way. It's unique. So I'm just changing all the colors up, and I put like a little painting on the wall of some sunflowers, very pleasing to look at. And upstairs here is a little plant in the corner. And I have this little mirror with a little side table under it, like that. So, you can just put goodies on there. Whatever junk that happens to be laying around, you can stick it on that little table if it fits. There's another rug and curtains. And here's the laundry room, which is even more shocking than the half bathroom. Green and purple. Green, yellow, and purple, actually. Look at that. It's just so stunning. You can hardly believe it. That was, I don't know what I was thinking, but that's what happens when I don't think about what I'm doing. The final bathroom is blue, and it's not too bad. It's a bit dull, but it's okay. It's actually more gray than blue, to be honest. So, what am I doing? Okay, here we go. We're back with the bathroom, and so it's gray and blue. So that's that. So it's pretty simple. It's got all the necessities you'll expect to find in a bathroom, and that's all. Nothing more. There's some towels, actually. Those towels are very good, and some more towels. A lot of towels in here, very abundant in the towel department. And there's a painting for your viewing pleasure. Okay, now we're moving to the guest bedroom, which I choose this wallpaper, which is very interesting, and a bed. And on that bed, I put a purple bedspread, and there's the nightstands. So all the colors in this house are kind of interesting, kind of something I don't normally do. But I thought it would be interesting to do it anyway. So there's like a little couch thingy. That's from Island Paradise too. Okay, whatever. There's a painting over it, and there's like a little thing, like that little side table thingy. I don't know what it is. It's kind of weird in its shape. There's a lamp, so you can read by it, and there's a plant in the corner. There's some more light fixtures, lamps rather, and a rug and a mirror, so you can look at yourself, and a ceiling light. So that's that for the bedroom, and some purple curtains, of course. Just sticking those in. And here's the kids' room, which is red, yellow, and blue, all the primary colors. So you can see there's a yellow bed, the blue bed, and the nightstands there. And I have red curtains, so it's quite interesting. I had trouble with the wallpaper in here. You'll see I go through many different color choices until I settle on, I think it's orange and yellow, yeah. And I do the blue carpeting, so it's interesting, that's to say the least. I also like what I did with these dressers, shelving unit combo. So I have like a dresser, and then I put these shelves in it. Like, look at that, that's kind of interesting. You can store stuff on it. So they both have that. I thought that was kind of nifty, something different. Some calendars, and some lights, and a desk for a computer. So there's some plants on it, some ivy. oddly. And there's a desk chair with some red upholstery on it, a computer, a very fancy and expensive painting, a rug, there's a rug, and a bookshelf in the corner, and also some lamps, and a blue lamp and a yellow lamp, of course, and there's the red curtains. So, it's a pretty big kid's room, actually. It has, the 2 beds in it, so that's pretty good. Anyway, this is the master bedroom, which is kind of like a greenish color, a very tasteful greenish color, that is, for people that like green. So there's the 4-poster bed, which I quite like. I like that bed. It's one of my favorites for the master bedroom. I use it all the time. Changing the colors of it. There's some little end tables and stuff like that, and there's a sitting area. There it is. There's the couch, actually, which is the beginnings of a very nice sitting area. Yep, look at that. You can just sit and do nothing. And there's a nice painting over it, and some lamps, which I don't remember what color I do them. Yeah, they're green, of course. And a rug, and some more rugs, and some curtains. And then I realized I forgot a dresser, so I had to stick it in at the last moment. So I stuck it in the corner there, a big thing, and a little lamp in the. No, I didn't do that. Never mind. A bookshelf. Yes, that's a bookshelf. And now the master bathroom, which is not too shocking to view, but it's green, of course, so it's not too bad. But it's got the matching colors as the bedroom has. So you got the sinks, toilet, and tub shower. So all that stuff that you would expect to find in your master bathroom. So it's very good, and I believe that finishes off the interior furnishing part of this video of this house. So after I'm done putting in these rugs and toilet paper and some towels, we can move to the outside. I completely ruined that by meddling that up. Anyway, a painting, and that completes the master. So I'm just touching up the underside of the roofs, because I don't like them being just whatever color they were. So I kind of fill it all in quite nicely, so it looks professional. And so just touching all that up, and basically that's that. So we're beginning outside. So there's the driveway, some paths, and the flowers are coming very soon. Because when there's paths and flower beds, there's going to be a lot of flowers, especially with me. So there's some more flower beds and some more flower beds. So here all come all the flowers, red, white, and blue flowers. And there's some pink ones as well. And also a stunning picket fence goes around the whole house. White picket fence, that is. I love that fence. I don't know why. I just like that fence. It's my favorite fence in the game. I don't use it that often, though. So there's going to be a fire pit here on this patio, which I'm just making bigger. And there's the fire pit, and there's some chairs for it. And there's an umbrella, which I thought it probably wouldn't be safe to have the umbrella over the fire pit, so I put it over some lounge chairs instead. And I put a little slide. I had to choose the best place to position it. So now you can go down the slide and careen into the fire pit and then burn. That's probably not the most pleasant thought, but whatever. There come some trees. A lot of trees on this house. Quite a lot of trees. A beautiful yellow one, too. And there are some little shrubs, too, by the fences. And some dirt terrain paint I'm putting just under all the trees and everything, and some dried grass at the end of the slide. Just stuff like that, little details that count. So, all that good stuff. So there's going to be some patio furniture here, like a table and chairs and a grill, stuff like that. And then I'm going to do the landscape lighting, which is always the thing I end on. I always do landscape lighting last, because I always do landscaping last. It's funny, because some people do it first. That's just the way I like to do it. So anyway, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching, and for more speed builds and other great videos, check out my YouTube channel.